everybody, I'm Natalia Bonner. Welcome back. All right, I'm super excited to go all the way back to the basics with you today. So my brand new free class, the 9 Patchalong 5.0, has just launched. And as part of that class, I like to quilt along with you. So I've been quilting along on this awesome panel here that I purchased from Honest Fabrics. This is the 9 Patchalong panel. So on this panel, this is actually the bottom. I know this is crazy. I'm quilting this quilt upside down on purpose because I wanted to quilt these squares first. But on this panel, there are some squares that go along the top edge here, we'll call it. And I'm going to share the basics of machine quilting with rulers and some really simple designs here in these blocks. So just a few basics about machine quilting with rulers. I'm going to be doing all my quilting here on the Gamble 22-inch machine. When I'm machine quilting with rulers, I do have a few products. So first of all, I'll be stitching in the stitch regulated mode with my stitch length set at 13 stitches per inch. I do have a ruler foot on my machine. I feel like that's an essential tool. And I do have a large extended base plate here on the throat of my machine, which I also feel like is essential whether you're working on a sit-down machine or a longer machine, and this can be done on both. The thread that I'm using here on the top is so fine, and then on my bobbin I do have bottom line thread. The ruler that I'm going to be using here today is my mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. I do also have our Piece and Quilt pop socket ruler grip attached to the top of the ruler. I like to attach these because they just give me something to hold on to. When machine quilting with rulers, make sure you're always remembering and reminding yourself gentle pressure. Gentle pressure both here on the machine as you're gliding your machine, and then also gentle pressure on the ruler as you're gliding it along the foot. Let's hop down here and do a bit of quilting. To stitch out this simple cross-hatching design, we're going to be using 1/2-inch spacing with the machine quilting ruler. So to do that, on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, the first marked line here on the ruler indicates 1/2 inch. Now this 1/2 inch is measured off of the needle position. So from the needle here to the outside of my foot, and I've seen this pretty much on all ruler feet, it's kind of a standard that from the needle position to the outside of the foot, it measures 1/4 inch, which is awesome. Now I know from there to there is 1/4 inch. So from the side of the ruler to this marked line is another 1/4 inch. Now, that means that the first marked line is 1/2 inch away from the needle position. So to quilt straight lines through this block that are evenly spaced 1/2 inch apart, I'll start out by lining up this 1/2 inch marking on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler right on top of that stitch line. Once I have that lined up, I'll apply gentle pressure here on my ruler, hold the ruler in position, I'll engage my machine and apply gentle pressure as I glide the machine along the side of my ruler foot. Once I reach the right side of the block, now I'm going to travel up my ditch. I'm going to travel 1/2 inch. Now I'm kind of eyeballing exactly where 1/2 inch is. When I get to where I feel like 1/2 inch is, then I'll stop. You can stop with your needle in the down position. That's what I recommend doing so that you know that your machine is not moving. Once I get to that point, then I'm going to line up this 1/2 inch marked line on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler right on top of that stitch line. And now I'll repeat that process, and I will do so until I've filled in this block completely. You'll notice here that I'm starting out with my ruler closer to my body instead of starting up here. I like to start with my ruler close to my body whenever possible, not only because I can see these marked lines a little bit easier, but it's also a lot more comfortable. And the more comfortable I am while I'm machine quilting, the better my results. Now that I've stitched all of those lines evenly spaced 1/2 inch apart, Now again, I like to work with what's most comfortable. So I'm more comfortable holding my ruler over here on the left side. So I'm going to now work across this block, repeating that same process, again with that 1/2 inch spacing, working now from top to bottom. I hope you found just a little bit of inspiration from this fun quilt block. Like I said, you can pick up our machine quilting rulers. This is the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, and our Piece and Quilt pop socket ruler grips over on our website, pieceandquilt.com. You can also enroll in my brand new free class, the 9 Patchalong 5.0. Have a great day, everybody.